I have a special place in my heart for Rosa Scabbard. But because I am a mother of 2 boys who couldn't be here today, which, you know, Bird Mom is so I find myself telling my children, into your fossa! Sneeze into your fossa! That's, yeah. One of my favorites.
I think one of my favorites to record was Open Book, because, you know, Connie and fake Connie were going back and forth, but I think one of my favorite lines from that episode was at the very end when Connie realizes that Steven did in fact like the ending of the book, and she says, "Oh, Steven, of course you like the ending of the book. You love schmaltz."
Yeah, it's true. Great question, thank you.
Okay, hi, I'm Anna. I am a big fan, but I mean, I guess everybody here is.
We're big fans of you guys. For showing up.
So I was wondering if you had to choose a character that wasn't the one you played to be your favorite character, who would it be and why?
This is good.
I mean, I feel like Shelby has some of the best lines on the show, but I couldn't do it justice, but I would totally try.
Do it!
Clods!
Uh-oh, it's gonna take my job. I would really want to voice Onion, but he's such a master. Yeah, that guy has a way with words.
I heard his voice act is really weird too.
Yeah, but wildly handsome. I think I would want to play Amethyst. What? Everything. All those noises. Yeah.
Michaela gets more noises, cool noises than anybody.
They're like, eat this, and then eat this, and then throw that up, and then eat that, and then keep eating that, and then swallow it. Yeah. Gross. I think I enjoy Susan Egan's voice. She's got just a gorgeous, gorgeous voice, speaking and singing. I could not do her justice, but I like to try to pretend that I could mimic Estelle Garnet. Yeah. Let me think. What is something that Garnet says? She says Steven.
Everybody on the show says Steven.
Everyone says Steve, except Onion. Yeah, except Onion.
Yet.
How is she? So, Steven, please with me. No, I can't do it. I can't. Estelle, where are you?
You know who really loves doing it is Ken.
Yeah.
Ken Osborne is one of the lead writers on Adventure Time, and he's also our director, and he loves to do an Estelle impression because we don't get to see her very often, so he's usually reading her lines, and he really gets into it. It's fun to watch.
He's much better than mine.
He adds like an even thicker Cockney accent onto it, so he's like, Stevie, be careful.
Ken's direction is one of my favorite parts about recording.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I take a stab at a new one?
Yeah.
Want it? I approve. Thank you. Master, Genpai noticed me.
Yes.
Great.
Who am I?
Steven! Who?
Whoever could that
It could be all of us.
I might take a stab at Amethyst.
Please do it. Wah wah! I think for Amethyst, I loved it when she called Peridot pterodactyl, or like Perry, and she was like, P-Dot! pterodactyl. Dude, did we just switch voices?
We totally did.
Okay, like we are interchangeable, I guess. That's awesome. Okay.
One episode you should just switch and see who notices.
Yeah.
We'll get most of them in on it.
They'll be like, Michaela, you're looking a little more Filipina today. Shelby, you're appearing a little more Korean. Yes. Okay.
Let's look.
I'm gonna try. When Garnet and Amethyst fuse. What is the name of that character? Sugalite. I'm gonna try Sugalite. Hey, Steven, get a load of this.
How great was Nicki Minaj?
She was amazing.
Next. Alright, I believe we're over here now.
Next.
I would like to ask you, oh, by the way, you guys are amazing, so great job out there. But I would like to ask you, which are your favorite songs out of Steven Universe, and if you could sing a part of it?
That is an amazing question. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Is anyone, I'm so hungry right now. I'm like hungry. Yes. Michaela, you are always hungry.
I mean, I could check if I have some rations in the pocket of my jacket.
Oh, he's a frozen tree with an auto chase. Cause he came to this planet from outer space. A refugee of an interstellar war. But now he's at your local grocery store. Cookie cat, he's a pet for your tummy. Cookie cat, he's super duper yummy. Cookie cat, he left his family behind. Cookie cat.
That my little girl is on Route 109. 6, 7, 8. He's a frozen tree with an all-new taste, but he came to this planet from outer space. A refugee of an interstellar war, and now he's at your local grocery store. Cookie cat, he's super duper yummy. Cookie cat, he's super duper yummy. Cookie cat, he left his family behind. Cookie cat.
Does that answer your question?
I think we're over here, right?
Wow, I don't even know how to follow that up. Okay, my question is, if your character on Steven Universe was obsessed with a TV show, what TV show would it be?
A real TV show.
A real one, not like, I love Camp Pining Hearts, but a real one.
Golden Girls.
I think Paradox, sorry, excuse me if I interject. I think Paradox would be I Love Lucy, because I love it when Lucy stuffs all those chocolates in her mouth and all the physical comedy. I think Paradox would really be into all that physical comedy.
You know, Amethyst loves hoarders. She loves hoarders.
Like a DLC show?
Yeah, but it makes her, it's like, she gets so hungry watching it.
I feel like Steven would love Samurai Jack. I don't know, like Lonely Blade gives me a little bit of that vibe. It's more of an anime, I think, but yeah, I feel like Steven would be like really into Samurai Jack.
Does it have to be, I feel like Connie's such a big little nerd, so, I mean, I feel like she would be super into like, I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter. Maybe, I think she'd be really into like the Star Trek saga or stuff like that.
I read the books in the wrong order.
Steven, how could you?
I thought Order of the Phoenix was the first one. It was the biggest.
Steven, you have to read the number on the side of the book.
Next time?
Okay.
before we take another question, I love your campaign hearts.
Yes.
So much.
Fantastic.
She was Bob yesterday.
Oh wait, you were?
Dude, yes.
Rage. What?
Yeah.
Alright, over here.
I'm very nervous. This is like a similar question to like the first one. What is your favorite like scene, not line, like the scene from any episode?
I love all the scenes that Pearl has with Steven, especially when she's trying to make sure he's safe or if he's in danger. I feel connected to those just because I am I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm a mom and I love these kids. All these kids. They're all my kids. No, so I feel a real connection to those scenes.
Well, some of my favorites are like going all the way back to like Laser Light Cannon had some of these scenes. The Cat Fingers as well, like scenes with Steve and Greg. Those are two like polar opposite examples, but any scenes where they interact, just the two of them, I feel like it really shows a lot about their relationship. Like in Laser Light Cannon, like the world's about to get destroyed or something by this giant floating eyeball, and they're like singing his songs in the van. It's just like this wonderful little moment of like, there's nothing else we can do but drive, so let's just have fun while we do it. And then Cat Fingers, it's like the opposite. It's like terrible trauma. And Greg is like fearing for Steven's life again. And but it's a very touching moment because they have a very different relationship than I feel like Steven has with Gems. But Greg really cares about his son, so I like seeing this.
I think my favorite scenes to watch are the musical sequences because I love the songs on the show, and I feel like Steven Universe does a really great job of like blending character development into and like developing the scene and learning more about the characters through the music, and it's entertaining and just, they get stuck in your head too.
Jailbreak comes to mind for that.
Yes, for sure.
I love the scene when Paradox like locked in the bathroom and all the gems are outside and they're like, what are we doing? But it's a great example of how the universe is ever expanding. You know, we're confronting all these new characters and people, and it's just gonna keep growing. So
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, I like all the intimate moments between the characters and the character developments and showing the relationships, like the quiet moments. For example, like when Steven and Amethyst are making fun of Peridot, like, Peridot, what's this? You know, and I'm like, touchdowns, you know, gravity connectors, all those things. But it's the quiet moments where I'm thinking like, Amethyst is mad at me. Like the real humanistic, intimate, even though we're gems, moments in the show that really kind of tug at my heartstrings, or I think my favorite parts of the show.
it's your butt.
Just FYI.
No, that was a line. I wasn't just saying. She says it's your butt.
Wah wah.
Thank you. Love you.
Oh, we love you.
Me too.
We love all of you.
Oh, hey, girl. I see you.
Hey. Hi again. I got the pleasure to meet all of you earlier this morning, and I got to talk to Shelby about where we were from in the Philippines and everything, and me learning about all these Asian Americans in the show. You guys are not only an inspiration to me as a Filipina, but as a lot of Asian American kids, especially when we were growing up and everything, not having little to no representation. But anyway, my questions are, how do you feel about Asian American representation, especially in media right now? And for all of you, have any of you eaten balut before? And did you try it? I wish I could like pull it out right now. It's like,
Eaten what?
Yes.
It's called balut, and it's basically it's a chicken embryo. But I will be the first one to say yes. I'm first generation here, and I go back to the Philippines a lot, so I have eaten balut, and it's, you know, it's some people like it, some people don't. But yeah, I think Asian American representation now more than ever is super important, and I think I'm so proud of everything that we're doing on this show, because if you look at our cast, we're super diverse, and that's something that I'm really, really proud of, and I tip my hat off to Rebecca Sugar. even on, storyboarders, the writers, everyone is so diverse. And so, being on a show like Steven Universe, I don't feel like, I'm different, I'm the other. I actually feel that this is the way it should be. So if anything, I'm super proud of all of us, all of our ethnic backgrounds, and I think that, Rebecca Sugar is such a pioneer in hiring the people that are talented, and it's not about, what race you are, and that's, when it comes to talent, it's just, talent is talent. So I'm proud, and, we thank everybody for all the support out there.
That was so beautiful.
Over here.
Hello, this is more of a request than a question. Shelby, could you please, in your Peridot voice, call the whole cast of Steven Universe a clod?
I just saw every phone just like go up. Cameras at the ready.
By the first names? Okay, my goodness. Zach, Michaela, Dee Dee, and Grace. You all are money-ready clods beneath my gravity connectors! Did I do okay?
That got deep, Shelby.
I feel a little wounded.
Ouch! Yeah, hi, and I love you.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Come next time, Chan.
Okay, thank you so much.
Here?
Hi. Two things. One, can you say lion in the Steven voice?
Lion!
And two, what inspired you to be the voice actor you are today?
I mean, I've always had a love of performing. I started singing and acting when I was 7. And voiceover was a total accident along the way, but it has treated me very well. I love it just as much as everything else. Just being able to go into the studio often and see these guys and see the crew and Rebecca and all them, and just being able to really tear apart a script and have it be my art, just being able to come to conventions and talk to people about it and share it with people, and so many people watch the show now. It's like I started acting for the art of it and the craft of it, and the fact that I can dig into some really challenging material, comedically and dramatically, as you guys know. The show really goes both ways, and that's the best part of this show specifically for me. But in general, I just love tearing into material like that, because that's, as an actor, that's what I strive for.
Oh, me?
All of you, sorry.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I feel so lucky to be able to walk in the booth and, just the nucleus of the cast. Everybody is so talented. I feel like we're pushing each other to be better, be funnier, be more heartful, every day. And it's a blast. We have so much fun together. But yeah, I didn't study acting. I kind of fell into voiceovers because I guess it came out of the womb just sounding like, and they're like, you should talk, and sound like that. So yeah, I feel very lucky to be involved with the show, and I mean, these guys constantly inspire me, so it's just sort of an ongoing process. Yeah.
What inspired me to pursue voice acting is there are no limits in animation. I also do on-screen work, where a lot of the times that the roles that I audition for, they are limited. Not anymore, but they used to be. And I like that I can go into the booth and play a thing, someone, an inanimate object. And it's not so much about what you look like. So I feel like there's not as many rules, I guess, with what you see. And as a voice actor or as an actress, that's like a dream come true. Because you can just go in there and concentrate on your acting, on the beats, on the relationships, and you don't have to worry so much about what you look like, or are you right for the role, or is it the right ethnicity, or you know, are you the right age? You know, ageism has a lot to do with, like, you know, on camera stuff. So being a voice actress, you can play anything. You can play like a little baby to like a little grandma or an alien, you know, and so there's no limits when it comes to voice acting, and that's why I love it so much.
Can I piggyback on that for just a sec?
Yeah.
One of the things I love about Steven Universe, and I think it's the mark of a good set, a good project, is when I go into the studio now, especially that we've been doing it for so long, I don't feel like sometimes when you go into a studio for the first time for a new project, you kind of feel like the new guy there. You're there to do your work and get out sometimes. But when I go into the studio for Steven, I feel like me, the crew, the other actors, we're all collaborating to create something. It really feels like a collaborative effort more than a lot of other projects, and that's something that's I treasure greatly, because working with people this brilliant, it's a blessing.
Can I piggyback on your piggyback?
Yeah, man.
Also, after recording, oftentimes we like to just kind of chill out in the green room and like catch up with each other. And I've been traveling with a show, and I've been away from the studio, so I miss these guys. And I love being able to go into a room together and feed off of each other's energy, especially if we're doing scenes together. Even if we're not in the scene, we're in that room together and just enjoying everybody's company and everybody's talent and what they bring to the project. Also, to piggyback on what Shelby was saying, I love voiceover work because I literally roll out of bed, drive my kid to school, hop on over to Cartoon Network, no hair, no makeup, I don't have to get dressed, dolled up or anything, and do this amazing work, and we're always like laughing, and our cheeks are hurting from smiling so much doing this job. It is a blast, and to have it be so well received and loved by so many people all over the world is amazing, and we're so grateful for you guys, because we're here because of you guys. So, and Rebecca Sugar and the criticals, of course. Respect. But yeah, I love it.
Bird Mom?
Yeah.
Can I piggyback off of your piggyback off of all those other piggybacks? I just want to clear the air. Whenever someone asks me about voiceovers, they always ask, so do you roll up to work in your pajamas? No.
What is it with that question?
We don't wear pajamas to work, people. We wear real clothes. Yeah, they might be comfy. They might be outdoor sweats, but they're like, it's not our pajamas.
We classy.
We're like,
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes sweat. Well, it depends on what you think pajamas look
It's a
like.
personal choice.
Really,
It's a
yes.
personal choice.
Comfort and style together.
sorry, I got really heated about that.
Michaela always looks like she rolled off of a catalog. I mean, come on.
Oh, hey, stop.
Yeah.
Stop, tell me more, stop. No, stop.
So to continue the piggybacking, similarly to Zach, I got started acting when I was really little, and so everything has kind of progressed in such a way that has led me up to this moment where I am standing in front of you, or sitting actually, sitting in front of you guys, and this is my second convention, and I started doing acting when I was 4 years old, and eventually I realized that voice acting was more, I preferred it a little bit, so I dropped off the on-camera acting side of things, but this is the first project that I've worked on that I've bonded so much with a cast. I really feel like we're a family in a lot of ways.
Do you need tissues?
But we all get along super well, and this is, last convention that I did, I was just with Zach, and just being with more of the cast this time around has been so fun, and getting to talk with all of you guys today and yesterday has been also super fun, and yeah, voiceover, it's granted me a lot of awesome opportunities, and I'm super grateful for that, and again, the freedom of being able to play literally anything is like anything that your imagination can dream up is just so freeing, and that's something I've always loved about voiceover.
One more quick piggyback, if you don't mind. One of the really fun things about Steven is that we get to do all these like little side characters too that aren't our normal characters to kind of fill out the rest of the cast. So like Onion would be an example for me, the Camp Mining Hearts for you guys. Just these like It's color wars, I almost died that day. But yeah, just being able to like do random stuff like that is really fun. Like these crazy little bit characters that they just throw at us and say, like, figure something cool out for this, something funny, and let's roll with it. I think that's another cool part of voiceover.
And we always end up laughing in the recording room together. We're always just like giggling over the jokes that we're saying and just enjoying being with each other and getting to record together, because that's also something that's a little bit rare in voiceover, getting to record with everyone else on the show. And I mean, again, I've been doing this for a while, and Steven Universe is the first show that I've really had the chance to do that on, and getting to know everyone's been so fun.
Thank you.
Little Sapphire?
Hi. Let me just say that I drove 4 hours down here with you guys.
You drove? How old are you? My goodness.
She's got future vision. She doesn't even need to see above the steering wheel.
What was your reaction when you figured out that Steven was actually 14? Like, for how small he is?
Hey, small but mighty.
I thought it was cool because, I mean, it showed that Steven was getting older, and one of my favorite parts about playing Steven is that we've kind of grown up alongside each other. And I feel like it's really helped his development as a character too, because even though I'm a few years older than him, like we both have gone through these trials and tribulations and matured, and it's cool to me that characters in a cartoon can age like that. That's not super common. Because my voice changed during the middle of production for Steven Universe, which was a huge obstacle for me. Because I basically lost 90% of the control of my chords. I was cracking all over the place, like trying to figure out how to like keep myself sounding like Steven, even if a little bit older.
Hashtag puberty.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Hashtag reality.
So that wasn't easy, but it was cool that they decided to age Steven and not do the everybody stays the same age forever and everything. I think it really aids his development as a character. What was that? Ash Ketchum? Yeah, Ash will forever be 10. I'm convinced of it.
Zach, you've not just like grown up, you have physically grown. I think when we started, were we maybe the same height?
We were around the same height.
Okay.
5 feet tall.
Yeah, I've noticed that, yes. I'm like looking up at you now.
Yeah.
I was 14 when we did the pilot, and I looked like I was 10 when I was 14.
Yeah.
So,
Story of my life.
progress.
And he's so handsome, though.
Is so handsome. Hashtag ladies man.
I saw your tweet.
We just dote on him all day long.
All
This is
day.
what happens in the booth.
He gets into the booth and I'm like,
You just,
look at my handsome Zach.
you're glowing. Just glowing.
You guys, you flatter me.
Right, young man. I'm so proud of you.
Mom! Should we answer another question?
Yeah, we have long lines.
Bing bong, let's move it along.
I think I see a lion over here.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm really nervous. Oh my god.
Me too.
You look great.
Thank you. Thank you. I worked on this all night. So
Fantastic.
It is.
Looks
It looks
great.
great. Very flattering.
I love you guys, first of all. Peridot is my absolute favorite. And I have a lot of questions, but I'm gonna ask the one that I've thought the most on. So, Steven's dad, Greg, everyone always says that he's nothing but a deadbeat, that he never actually cares about his son. I see a lot of discourse about it, and it really bothers me because he's basically the one that Steven learned to love from. Greg is he is the person who cared most about Steven. What do you guys think about that, about all that, hate towards Mr. Greg, Mr. Universe?
Personally, I think for Steven, Greg is one of the most important characters in the show as far as how his character evolves and how he sees the world. I've always thought that Greg was the thing that kept Steven as grounded as possible. It keeps him tied to his human side.
Exactly.
It's when they're together, it's never about magic. He's not into any of that. It's just father, son, spending time with each other, and he obviously cares about him. He's very protective of him. I think Greg cares for Steven deeply, and I think that their relationship is one of the most interesting parts of the show for me. That's why I love those scenes so much between the two of them.
Yeah, additionally about Greg, I really like the kind of bond, and the relationship between Connie and Greg is really cool to me because they're both the complete humans of Steven's life, and they both kind of bond a little bit over that relationship to Steven, kind of being normal but being completely involved at the same time.
I think even though Pearl gives Greg a hard time, sometimes, all the time, I think deep down, and this is just my opinion, but I think deep down Pearl knows that Greg loves Steven. Of course he does. But he just sometimes doesn't know how to, where Pearl feels like she does, maybe. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, as we know, Amethyst is like obsessed with Greg. Look at their hairstyles, please, right? And so I think it's funny that you say that, so very true to character. I didn't know that people thought he was a deadbeat, because I'm like, he's the best. Like, why would anyone say that just because he wears, like,
It's terrible. Like, I love
Crazy
Greg.
stuff.
He's like
Crazy
the
Greg.
best dad ever.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Aside from my dad.
So, I just think Greg is a character in the show, just like any parent in real form. He's just trying to do the best he can, right? And sometimes being a parent, I'm not a parent, but I assume one day when I am a parent, you just try to do the best you can. And that means nobody knows everything, right? And you kind of go along life trying to just do your best. And sometimes people are gonna judge that, even if it's your best. So maybe that's why people are giving Greg a hard time. Peridot pushes Greg off the roof, so she doesn't even really get him, but yeah.
Also, I think regarding Greg's character, it's really important to have that representation of him being such a caring single dad.
Yeah, totally.
Because, I mean, usually in popular depictions of families or like broken homes, it's usually the mom who does all of the parenting and like caring, but having such a loving father, Steven thrives in a lot of ways.
yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Hey, little dude.
Hey, Zach.
Hi, buddy. What's your name?
Edward. Don't you remember me? I'm the
You
mascot.
came by my booth earlier. My dad's name is Edward, too.
My question is, what's all of your favorite parts from Steven's birthday?
Steven's birthday, you said?
Pie? I do like pie. Steve!
If we're talking, what's the name of that episode? We renamed it like 5
So
times.
many birthdays.
So many birthdays.
So many birthdays.
I got to, that was one of the first times I really got to do other voices on the show besides Steven, because when Steven aged and like became a baby and became like decrepit, I did all of those.
Amazing, he's amazing.
It was really fun. I did not know this was happening until like a couple days before the record. I was like freaking out. Like, this is, how am I gonna do this? But it worked out. It was really fun. I loved that aspect. And that episode is like terrifying. And the final version just to watch, so.
I also really like the professional beach hunk shirt.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite pieces of merch to this day.
Hey, Edward, which way to the baby war?
No, seriously, which way? Right?
There you have it, folks. Right.
Right.
Give a round of applause for Edward.
Also, do you want to come home with me? You're so fun. Me too! Sorry, is that creepy?
I hate to interrupt from back here, but we have about 10 minutes left, guys.
Oh, time is flying.
I know. This is fun, guys. You guys are awesome.
I know, thank you so much. Who's next? This.
Hello. Just a side note, Dee Dee, I found your channel that you do with the voice actor for Lapis, where you sing all the songs and stuff. That's amazing, I think.
No, that's not me. What is this channel? I'd like to tune in.
Is there an imposter?
I don't remember the name.
It's Dee Dee Bagno Ball.
It's Dee Dee Mango. by the
conspicuous.
way. I like mangoes. Nothing against mangoes.
And the question, this is, I guess all you guys can answer it, but this is kind of like a Grace and Zach question. What do you guys think of the progressive relationship between Steven and Connie throughout the series?
So I feel like how I said that Greg keeps Steven grounded to his human side. Connie is the other side of the coin for that, and I feel like that friendship benefits Steven more than almost anything else because, I mean, he has other who are his other friends? Onion?
Creeps. Mars.
That's a bad influence on young Steven. Otherwise, he's just with the gems, and when they used to go on missions without him, he'd be home alone, and now he finally has this friend who gets him, and I feel like it really helps Steven grow and mature as a person as well. And even though she's kind of involved in the magic side of things now in the gem business, she's still a rock for Steven that he can lean on.
I mean, also talking about Connie and character growth, I mean, looking from the very beginning, I mean, speaking of only friends, Connie it's the same thing. Steven and Connie are like this. They're really close. And I mean, if you look at the very beginning, going back to Bubble Buddies, where it all began, Connie's grown a lot as a character in really subtle ways, and that's definitely a result of her friendship with Steven. He really inspires her to come out of her shell and be less timid and more brave, and it's so fun getting to play Connie and kind of try to use my voice to facilitate conveying that growth as a character. And but they definitely have grown together.
He's come a long way from that electric blue finish with the tiger bow.
Yes, he has.
And just one last question. Do you guys believe in Steven?
Absolutely. Of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi y'all. I was just wondering if there is any Kiki Pizza character development in the future that you could talk to me about. Some Kiki's Pizza delivery service.
I wonder why she's asking that question.
Fish stew pizza. Who's ordering?
Honestly, I love their characters. Whenever they're on the show, they're always really fun episodes. So I hope so. I would love to see them return sometime soon. We just have this amazing cast of side characters that only come in every 10 episodes or so. The Fryman family and
Sour cream.
Yes, Mayor Dewey, all these amazing crazy characters, and they're just another part of that.
Jamie the hot mailman.
You got a Jamie cosplay right here. I think that's a stealth.
That's it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Great cosplay.
Hi. So Steven is all about giving people second chances, and he believes in the positivity of somebody's doing good. So I was just wondering, if there was one person in your fictional or real that the gems would be no, you can't save that person, or
I didn't hear the last part. What was it?
You couldn't save one person in the show?
No.
Is there one person? Sorry, I'm bad at summarizing things.
So Steven always believes in the good people.
Right.
So is there a being, either fictional or a real person, that the gems would think is just completely bad and will stop Steven from trying to stay home?
At first it was Uncle Grandpa, right? But then we all had a change of heart.
Steven was never against Eugene.
That's true.
Eugene's the best.
Yeah. But the gems were who is this Italia?
Another character. Who's the worst villain you can think of? That's a lot of names. I was gonna say Voldemort or something. I feel like Steven would somehow find the good in him and reform him.
But he has such a compelling
backstory.
Meet Tom Riddle again. Oh, him from the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, I think you're right, dude. Him freaked me out as a kid.
We have time for a few more questions.
We have 5 minutes left, so
Okay.
another question or two.
Good question.
Well, Steven Universe is obviously known for what makes the show great. It's really real, and that's why you have such like a unique audience, because it identifies with a particular set of people, or more like a realer set of people, I guess. This question's more for you guys than like about the show. Out of all the moments, like heartfelt moments that the show has created and has done, all like the problems and trials,
Speaking of deep emotional moments.
We might be about to fuse. Watch out.
So yeah, out of all like the stuff that's happened in the show, as you guys, as individuals, as human residents on planet Earth, what moments do you guys relate to like the most? That what really has touched you? It doesn't even have to be about your character. It can be about any character.
What the show you're saying?
Yeah.
Please. Oh, okay. I mean, for me personally, there are a lot of aspects of my childhood where I kind of relate to Connie just because I was homeschooled, and just like, I forget the name of the actual title of the episode, but when Steven is avoiding Connie because he doesn't want to hurt her, and that was a really emotional scene for me to record, just because there we go. But that was one scene that I felt very emotionally connected to, and I really got into it.
Just one of the scenes for me was that moment where Pearl was trying to take Steven to the homeworld in that
Space Race.
Yes.
That episode broke me when I finally watched the final version.
That homemade, barn-made rather, rocket ship, and how she so badly wanted to share her past with him, and in doing that, put his life in danger. And I mean, as a mother, I would never do that. But I'm not a perfect person, and nobody is. We all make mistakes. We just hope that we don't make them over and over and over again. But like Shelby said before, we do the best we can, and that's just in life in general. As long as you can, go to bed at night and say, "Did I do my best job today?" Then I think it's all right. I think it's all right, and hopefully, tomorrow's a better day, no matter what happens.
Can I? That's beautiful.
All right, this is our last final person that gets to ask a question. I don't know whether you're gonna ask a question or not.
Sorry, you wanted to
I know, then we're gonna take a quick
say a
selfie.
little part. Can I just say one little thing? I'm so sorry. When Amethyst goes back to the kindergarten, so many of you might know I'm adopted. And I think that the reason why this show is so special is because it speaks to so many people from diverse backgrounds and upbringings. And I think because it casts such a wide net, and yet people have such amazing, intimate connections with it, we've all felt different at some point. I know for me, definitely, being adopted, I've always felt different. I'm sure you felt different, and someone today was like, "I'm a unique snowflake," and I was like, "Yeah, girl, you are." But we're all unique snowflakes, so at some point we've all felt different. And I think that's the beauty of this show, is it really taps into that. So it's okay to be different, it's okay to be yourself.
Just love everyone. Love is love is love is love.
I didn't mean to cut you off. No, I'm just getting from the higher ups, but let's do the final one.
Yeah, we run that time. Hey.
So, I met with you guys before, and I know I've talked about with a few of you what I'm about to do with you guys.
Hit it.
And, so, could you please join me in singing the full theme song to Steven Universe?
If you're evil and you're on the rise. Wait, give me that first chord so I know what key you're in.
Yes.
If you're evil and wait.
If you're evil and you're